Okay, we're going to review what we did last time, Grant. Let's go ahead and put the clarinet together. Show me how you do that. Okay, we're going to start with the bell. And you're going to connect the lower joint to the bell. How do you do that?
You twist it in.
Yep, gently twist it in. Okay, good. Alright, and make sure that the rod is aligned with that. And yeah, great. Okay, now, what do you connect next?
This one.
Oh yeah. What is it called, do you know?
Look.
If this is the lower joint, what's that?
Upper joint.
The upper joint. And how do you connect that?
This button.
Yeah, you press that key down, and then what do you have to make sure of? You have to make sure it is...
These aligned.
Yes, they're aligned. Okay, yeah, the two tabs, and if you align those two tabs, the keys will be aligned down. And what's next? What is that called, yeah?
Neck.
That is called the barrel.
Barrel.
The barrel. So, great. And finally, we have the mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece.
Okay, now, make sure, yeah, you make sure the slanted part is facing the keys. And twist that one down. Make sure, now let's make sure everything is aligned. Great, everything is fully connected. Okay, what goes on next? The reed of the ligature.
The ligature.
Okay, and how does the ligature go on?
To the right.
The screws face the right, yes.
So
Actually,
it's
just
this
below
way.
this group. And now, you make sure it's really loose, and you're going to put your slider reed in to the ligature, between the ligature and the mouthpiece. And yeah, just slide it in. There you go, great. And now, make sure the ligature falls below the groove. Great. Okay, so we've got our clarinet put together. Awesome. Now, once you're done tightening that, I'll go ahead and get this case out of the way for you. We're going to make sure our posture is correct. What is the first thing we're going to talk about with posture? Our feet are
On the floor.
flat. Yep, feet are flat on the floor. And now we are going to support with our abs so our diaphragm is activated. We're going to sit on the edge of our chair. Make sure our arms and shoulders are in a nice natural position. They don't need to be pushed out or curled in. Just let them sit. Our right thumb holds the weight of the instrument. Right thumb. Okay? Now, our chin up, our head up. Relax, don't put it too far up, but make sure it's just nice and steady. And we're going to bring the clarinet to us. Don't move our head. Okay? Now, show me how to make a good embouchure. What is the first step we talked about last week?
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth.
Then top of the reed touches your teeth.
No, not the top of the reed. What?
I mean the top of the mouthpiece.
The top of the mouthpiece touches our top
And
teeth.
then you roll your lip over your bottom teeth.
Okay, we roll the lip over our bottom teeth.
Your corners are back.
Our corners are forward and activated their end.
Your
So yeah, so, and what do we imagine to bring our corners forward? That we're blowing on what?
Like a hot bowl of soup.
Hot bowl of soup, yeah, or hot coffee or something like that. So make sure we're going to bring the clarinet to us. Keep our embouchure set, so we have our top teeth on the mouthpiece. We have our bottom teeth rolled over our bottom lip rolled over our bottom teeth. And we're going to imagine we're blowing on a hot cup of soup. So just blow through the instrument. Don't play. Good, good. Now, I can tell you this. Your reed is a little high. Bring it down just a little more. Okay? And how do you check your reed level? You want it to just barely show. Not much at all. On the other side. So yeah, bring it down just a hair. There you go. Now, check the other side. Yeah. So check and look at it. And that will be what you want your reed to look like every time. Yeah, good. Okay, great. So, let's set our embouchure again. Put it nice and set. Piece on top of the mouthpiece. There we go. Bring the corners in. And imagine we're blowing a hot cup of soup. And I want you to relax and play a G with me. 1, 2, ready. So we're having tuning issues, but that's not my concern, okay? I want you to make sure we're nice and set on our embouchure, sit on the edge of the chair. Then we're going to let our clarinet just sit. We're not going to hold it with our knees, but we're going to let it naturally fall between our knees. Okay? Good sound. Okay, so last time we played our F scale. Okay? We played the first octave of it. The goal for today is to get 2 octaves of the F scale, to get above and go to the upper register and cross our break. And after we do that, we'll play an exercise in the key of F to work on that. Okay? So, we're going to review what we did last time, and we're going to go from our F, which is what? What's our F? How do we all play an F? Yeah, our thumb key. Yep. And we're going to go down the scale to our lower F. So we make sure we got that reviewed. Then we're going to play our F scale 1 octave. And then after that, we're going to work on adding the next octave. Okay? So let's go down scale-wise, diatonically. So by step, so F, E, D, C, B flat. If you want to play a B flat, what key is that? B natural is the middle key. B flat is the top key. Yes. Okay? So let's start on our F. 1, 2, and we're going to go down whole notes. So I'll count for us at the beginning and just go down whole notes 1 step at a time. 1, 2, ready. Alright, you're not getting any tone out. Why? Your keys covered? There you go. Yeah, you need to cover your middle finger on your left hand, your middle finger on your left hand. And hold the clarinet still a little bit lower. Keep your head up. There you go. Ready? Number 1, 2. We're ready to start on C. Good. Okay, so we're going to play our F scale in just a simple half note quarter pattern. So, da 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 da. And we're going to go back down. 1, 2. Bottom F. Make sure you're playing the lower inside. Yes. 1, 2. Ready. Okay, great. Yeah. How did you feel about that? Felt alright? Okay, great. So, make sure to keep our eye moving in your horn. I know it's a tendency, but it keeps sliding up, okay? Just make sure it keeps down. Alright? Alright, now, we're going to move on to the upper register. And we already know our open G. The F scale, how do you spell an F scale? It's F, G,
A, B flat, C, D, E, F.
Yeah, okay, so we have a B flat in the upper register, which we'll worry about. We'll worry about in a second. That will be in our throat tones. But let's go ahead and just go up by whole step from F to G to A. Now F is played obviously with a thumb key. We know that. G we know is open G. A, we're going to make a hook like a pirate, and we're going to just roll up to this key right here. This teardrop. Just make an A. Alright? Yeah, make sure you make your hook and just roll up from your top key, from your index finger key to, yeah, it's a good roll. Alright? Now, to play a B flat, we're going to press down the register key in the back above the thumb. We're going to press that down while holding the A, the teardrop key on the front. That will give us a B flat. And then we'll get to the break, and I will explain the break afterwards. But let's just play F, G, A, B flat in whole notes. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready? We have our B flat. Now, to go across the break, make sure your left thumb is kind of pointing to about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on a clock. And it will cover your thumb hole, or your thumb key, but it will also press down the register key, okay? And to play a C on the upper octave, imagine you're playing an F on the lower octave with the thumb key, with the register key and the thumb key. So our F on our lower octave is 3, 3, and our lower inside pinky key. To play a C on the next octave, we just press down the register key. That's all we do. Okay? That's the only difference. Alright, so we're going to go from B flat to C. B flat, the front teardrop, and the back register key, and C. We're going to do this very slowly. C will be the thumb key, the register key, 3, 3, and lower inside. So show me what the B flat looks like. Yeah? And now show me what the C will look like. We'll have 1, 2, 3. Yep, make sure your middle finger's a little lower. And then 1, 2, 3, lower inside, and show me the back. Yep, that's what it will look like. It's going to be a little tricky, okay? So something that helps me, when you're playing your B flat, right here, go ahead and have your 3 bottom fingers in the right hand and your pinky down. So all you have to do is switch over to this. Is go from that to that. Alright? So your left hand's the only thing that moves. So when you play your B flat, all of these keys can be down. So all you have to move are these keys. Okay, ready? Roll 1, play your B flat, and then we'll switch to C, and we'll wait till you get it out, okay? We'll get it, okay? Ready? Okay, you're pressing the register key.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't press the register key, did you?
Problem.
That's the problem. Okay, here we go. So, we're just going to play that B flat again, and we're going to go whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4, da, and just hold the C, okay? Here we go. 1, hold the, make sure these keys are down. Your right hand keys are down, including the pinky. You can have all of them down, and just all you have to do is move your left hand. Ready? 1, 2, ready? Make sure. Okay, yeah, we're getting air, right? But we're not getting the tone. So, I want to explain something. When we play trombone, our articulation comes from the tip of our tongue, right? The front of our tongue. And our dynamics come from the middle of our tongue. The pitch in a clarinet to raise up all comes from the back of the tongue. So we have to imagine arching the back of our tongue, as if we were slurring when we play trombone, doing lip slurs. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay? And make sure it's nice and arched in the back. Alright? So, let's go from that B flat to C one more time, and we're going to arch our tongue. Make sure we have our right hand keys down, and all we have to do is move our left hand keys. Ready? 1, 2, ready? Your problem is it's going to be very tricky to go from the A to the C in the left hand. It's all about getting that muscle memory down. So, here's an exercise out of our book on number 130 called Crossing Over. And it's in the key of F, what we're working on, and we're just trying to cross the break. And if you read down, it will say the 4 fingers down in this part of the song, so we will know when to cross the break. By all we have to do is move our left hand, okay? It starts on our C on the right hand. So we have that upper C it starts on. Okay? So show me the upper C. Yeah. Here we go. Let's start on that upper C. And it's going to go up to a D. And D, like the lower register of F, all you do is lift the pinky. Okay? Ready? So start on C. 1, 2, ready? Okay? So we have, you feel the air arch the back of the tongue. Make sure this key is sliding down. Alright, you're pushing really hard. What I want you to do, play your lower F. Don't press the register key, just play your lower F. Ready? So we're getting a squeak. And I think part of it is, I don't think it's much of the key right now. I think part of it is you're pressing really hard with your lower embouchure and your clarinet is still tending to slide up. Okay? Keep your head up. Play your open G for me. Okay? So what changed? What did you change?
I'm not sure.
Did you change? I think
I might have been pressing this accidentally. I'm not sure.
I think part of that was, yes, you were pressing this key, which we use that for A flat or G sharp. Okay, so make sure that you're not pressing that key, and then keep your embouchure still, teeth on top of the mouthpiece. When you breathe in, make sure your tongue isn't arched like you would be for the clarion register, the upper register.
Oh.
Make sure your tongue stays still on the mouthpiece. Ready? Now just play that F. Remember what you just did. Okay. There you go. Yeah, and now when you play that F, only difference, you don't change air or anything. It's not like trombone where we have to blow more airspeed. Our air stays the same. When we see high notes naturally, we think, oh, we have to get a lot of air. The only thing we have to do is press down this register key. So I'm going to demonstrate. See? It's that simple. So get that F out. Make sure your middle finger's covering. Yeah, that was there for a second, right? You just gotta keep your air moving across the break. You can't let up. We think we need to breathe, but we don't, okay? Just keep your air moving. We'll do it together. Make sure your middle finger is covering on your left hand. There you go. 1, 2, ready. You're pressing really hard on your bottom lip. Think of your bottom lip more as a cushion. Don't think of it as something to hold the clarinet with your weight. The only thing that holds weight is your right thumb, right? Relax, breathe. Now press down the register key. You had it, there you go. Now, keep your air moving across the break. Here we go. Ready? Middle finger. And your ring finger in this hand. Alright, so, what I'm going to do, I am going to place my horn down on the ground very gently. And I'm going to twist your mouthpiece around. Now I want you to blow the air like you have been. Okay? And we're going to see if it's a fingering problem. Ready? There you go. So that sound you're getting is coming from your embouchure. Okay? Are your teeth on top of the mouthpiece? Is there a nice lip seal? There we go. Play again. There you go. Now you're running out of air. But you got the upper register. Make sure your teeth are on top of the mouthpiece. Okay? Here we go. So it's not about your ear. Alright? Let's go from the F to the C again. And then we will move on to exercise number 130. Okay? Make sure all your fingers are covering the keys. Middle finger looks good. Looks good, okay? Here we go. F to C. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, twist your mouthpiece back around. There you go. Okay, great. Great, that's good. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Middle finger down. And use the register key. Middle finger is still sliding up, okay? I know it's hard, but you gotta keep thinking down. Your tendency is for your middle finger to slide up and keep pushing your middle finger down, okay? Ready? Something that will help you, keep your pinky on the pinky keys. That makes sense. You don't want to do that, but keep your pinky on the pinky keys. Let it relax. I usually have mine on the inside pinky key naturally. Okay? 1, 2, ready. Great. We got the C. So, in exercise 130, we're going to go from C to D, back to C, and we're going to go down to A. Alright? So let's just do the first two measures. We have our C, then we have a register key down. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, ready. What changed? Do you know? Pinky. It's the only thing that changed. Alright, now let's check your middle finger in your right hand. It's all about fingers covering holes. Okay? And your index finger in your right hand as well. There you go. Alright, ready? Okay, so we're not getting a sound out, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think it is? Do you think it's keys?
Not sure.
Play an open G. Let's find out if it's your air. So, your middle finger again. It's all about your pinky. See how your pinky keeps wanting to slide up? Make sure your pinky stays down. If you keep your pinkies down on the pinky keys, your fingers should fall into place a lot more easily. You're wanting to lift your pinkies up, which is making it hard to keep your fingers on the keys, okay? So let's go down. Let's start on the F. Let's see if we can play the F. Low F. Ready? We're going to squeak out.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, that was a C.
That's weird. I didn't think I pressed the register
Middle
key.
finger. Did you not press the register
I
key?
didn't think I did. Maybe I did.
Play it again. It's all about the angle. You might be playing up the register. I have the same problem. You might be playing up the register without pressing down the register key because the angle of the clarinet is too far out. Keep your head level, chin a little high, and arch the back of your tongue. Let the arch in the back of the tongue come in. Alright, so what do you think the problem is? It's assess. Keep your fingers right where they are. Yes, there you go. The ring finger in the right hand and the index finger in the right hand are still a little troublesome. There you go. Okay, so let's play this exercise. 1, 2, ready. Yeah, remember hook.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you see an A, hook. Okay? And we're going to do this really slowly, the first two measures. 1, 2, ready. There you go. You're pushing really hard up here. This is fine. Your air is doing great. Remember when we did the exercise where I turned the mouthpiece around and I played the keys for you? Your air was fine. Make sure that your keys are covered. That's your problem right now. Your pinkies are still wanting to shoot up.
Yeah, you're right.
If you keep your pinkies on the pinky keys, your fingers will fall into place. Okay? 1, 2, ready. Okay, what's the problem? This middle finger's the problem, isn't it? Pinky's the problem. Your right pinky stays down, but your left pinky, let your left pinky fall low onto this key. It should feel more natural. Ready? Does that feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that.
Ready? Still finger problems. You're pressing down the register key? Yep. Okay, let's go back to our F. Low F. Middle finger, left hand. Yeah. Pinky, left hand. Yep. And middle finger, right hand. And ring finger, right hand. Push it. And there you go. Alright, so we have air, right? Let's start our open G again. Okay. Your middle finger sliding up. The further we went down, your left hand middle finger slid up. Okay, so what is an exercise, real quick? You can go ahead and just place your clarinet down for a second. What is an exercise we could use, or what's a tool we could use to make sure our fingers are covering all the keys?
Like a mirror?
Yeah, a mirror. If we play in front of a mirror, we can make sure that all of our fingers are covering the keys we need to cover. Because air is not your problem. Embouchure is not your problem. It's all about the keys right now, okay? And going across the break only makes it a little harder, because then you have to press down all of the keys at once. So, let's take, for example, I want you to play your F, low F, like we've been doing, okay? And I want you to I want you to stop playing after you're done and see where your fingers are. Ready? Alright, stop. And make sure all your fingers are on. Where's your middle finger? This middle finger was a little high, but you covered it enough where the note came out. You gotta keep thinking low. If you hold the weight of the instrument on your right thumb, and you only hold it with your right thumb, and then you press your fingers down, they usually fall right on the place. Also, the pinky keys is guides. Take this pinky and try and push it back to here. There you go. It should feel really natural. It shouldn't feel hard or difficult. You have pretty long hands, your long fingers, so it shouldn't be very difficult for you to just kick your pinky out to here. Okay? 1, 2, ready. And the squeak is coming from that hand right there. Finger that would come in. There you go. Alright. And your middle finger down. Middle finger down. Pinky down. Alright. So, air is going through the instrument again. It's still a key issue, correct? Okay. So, I want you to take your open G, and I want you to go to A, and then to B flat, and then to C. Okay? So open G with me. Ready? Just fingering wash. I'm going to play, you do the fingerings, okay? And I want you to pay very much attention to whether or not all the fingers cover the holes on the C. Okay? When we get to the C, ready? 1. Don't play, just finger. Ready? Look at your fingers. What is the problem?
This one.
Middle finger. And what's another one? The ring finger, right? There's a little gap of air there. So, one of the problems we're going to have crossing the break is keys and covering holes. Our instrument, other instruments like saxophone, you don't have these holes where the keys are. So it's a little easier to get notes out. But clarinet, one of the struggles with it, it's kind of like a recorder. You have to cover the holes, right? Okay. So, I want you, I'm going to do the same exercise with you, okay? I'm going to play. You can place your clarinet down on the piano. There you go. Yeah. And I'm going to play, and you're going to use the keys. I'm going to see. Okay? So your right hand will be down. Yeah, your right hand will be down here, and your left hand will be up there. Ready? We're going to open G to start, and then go down to F, and then go up to C. Ready? I didn't change anything embouchure-wise. So what do you think it is?
Something down here.
It's something down there. I think it's your index finger. Let's try it again. Let's start on C. So you have the left hand down. You ready? Yeah. So, what's our culprit? What's our problem? Fingering's where? Especially where?
Down there.
Yeah, down in the lower joint, right? Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start on C. Get your clarinet back. We're going to start on C. C with me. 1, 2, middle finger, left hand. Ready? You're getting the note out, but that middle finger is going to slide up on the next note we play. A little too far. And how do we fix that? The pinky down. Make sure we're covering over our pinky keys. Alright? So let's play that C. I know you can play that C. We got the area on, right? No, the high C. So, same as F in the lower. Okay, ready? Yeah. So hold that still. Hold that still. Only lift up your pinky. Relax. Middle finger in the left hand. Cover it down a little bit. There you go. Pinkies on the pinky keys. And middle finger in the right hand. Down a little bit. Index finger in the right hand as well. Yeah, so your right hand is the problem. You're wanting to hold the weight of the instrument with the keys down. Does that make sense? See how my right finger is covering up?
Mm-hmm.
All has to be in the thumb. So I want you to hold the weight of the instrument on your thumb. And I want you to hold it, obviously left hand, put it on, but hold the rest of the instrument with the weight of your thumb. Yeah, so lift your fingers all the way off. I want you to hold the weight of the instrument and play a C. Play B flat. Play an A. Play G. What changed?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You know your middle fingers. What else changed?
Little pinky.
Pinky, right? You gotta keep your pinky on the pinky keys. Make sure your pinky gets on the pinky keys. So we're gonna start on middle C, work our way down to F, and then we're gonna take it up to C. If a finger comes off or your pinky moves, I'm going to tell you to stop and do it again, okay? 1, 2, ready. Start on C, regular C. So. So yeah, you have a tendency, when I say take your right hand off of the clarinet, that was for one time to show you that you need to hold the weight of the clarinet in your right thumb. Okay? Now you can have your fingers closer, but make sure you're not supporting the weight with this finger. This finger is going into your trill keys, and it's helping you hold the weight of it into the right thumb. This is going to hurt at first. It's going to be difficult, but it's something that has to be done. You'll get used to it over time. It's like when you play guitar. When you first play guitar, you get calluses. Over time, you get used to holding the clarinet in your right thumb. Okay? So, Let's go from C down to F up to C. Ready? Arch your tongue. Arch tongue back out. Now play a D. Lift up your right pinky. So now we've got the top F out. Okay, so what do we have to focus on? What's the biggest thing we have to focus on? The right hand finger, your right hand keys, and your middle finger in your left hand. Make sure it slides down. So most of the keys you tend to slide up. You're wanting to compensate for the weight of the instrument by holding the weight in your right index finger. You're lifting your right index finger up here, and it's causing these fingers to slide up. See that? So we need to keep our pinkies on the pinky keys, because if we slide up, our pinkies will come off the pinky keys. You can touch them, just don't put them down. All right, let's go. Let's play from our low F up to our F, the first part of the scale, the lower part of the scale. Okay? Cool. 1, 2, ready? That was great, yeah. Now let's go up to next. B flat. Alright, now the next part. G, open G. Ready? F. I'll play this with you. F. Now, when we go from our B flat to our C, we need to hold the 4 fingers down here and just simply move the thumb down and the 3 fingers in the left hand onto the keys. Ready? So let's play our B flat. Hold our 4 fingers down there. Make sure they're there. Okay, ready? You press the register key down. And that finger down. Pinky keys on the pinky keys. Or pinky on the pinky keys. Arch tongue. Middle finger down. Ring finger down. Middle finger down. There we go. D. And middle finger down. D. Go back down from F. B flat. What do you have to do for B? So we got our F scale. It was a little messy, but we got it, right? So what we're going to do to work on the break, which is the hardest part, we're going to do 130. All right, so we're going to start on that C in the upper octave, go to the D, C, A. Okay, just the first 2 measures. 1, all the keys covered. 1, 2, register key down. Ready? Remember hook, right?